Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Dick. Okay, what is happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We begin with the Council of Ministers press briefing, one of my favorite times every single Wednesday. It's a time, ladies and gentlemen, where the Prime Minister can always watch me and give me that silly face. Get it? Because her name is Sylvia. Anyway, you'll get it later on. Anyway, she was there. Of course, the Prime Minister gave her billboard notices. Most of the things made no sense, whatever. And then, of course, I get to ask her some questions. One particularly about the Princess Juliana International Airport and the worst CEO in St. Martin history, Brian Mingo, doing a horrible job as far as getting the airport ready during this very busy season. Now, she was first asked by a colleague of mine of SMN News, Bibi Hodge, where she was asked, to give an update on any concern concerning the airport and it finishing in time and the deadlines. So she gave like a whole bullshit answer, didn't make any sense. So as a follow-up, I asked her the following question.
Thank you, Mr. Dick. Of course, that's a...
First of all, no, don't give me that face. You notice the face she gave me? Like, of course I'm concerned. What kind of question is that? It's a valid question because for the past 3 weeks, the press release was sent out by the Princess Juliana International Airport with a bunch of holes in it, and nothing was said on behalf of government. Last week press briefing, nothing was said. Nobody came up with a press statement. Nobody condemned the airport for making up things. And then now I'm asking you a serious question and you're just going to be like, you see that face? Like, anyway. And then she try answer with concern this time.
That's a no-brainer. We're concerned about the delays. We expressed that on several occasions, and in fact, I won't say chastised, but we're very strong in the discussions held with the boards of the airport in terms of communicating timely. We believe that if you're aware of something, you don't wait until you have a solution to come to the shareholder about it. We need to be aware of it when it happens and not have to discover these types of things. The concern remains with the delay. We did push within the proposals that were put forward in terms of how to move forward. Several options were put forward, and we did push for the one that would have the departure halls prioritized, etc. Also, signage for the persons using I've been in airports under construction as well, and there's at least proper signage to say, please excuse us as we go through this transition period. We're very happy for the number of guests that we're getting, both at the port. Today we have 6 ships, our first 6-ship day for the season, so it's a good sign. Getting flights in and out of St. Martin right now seems to be quite difficult. So I know for those persons that have to work in the situation, it's going to continue to be very difficult. So not just for our visitors, but for the employees of the airport. Yes, we're grateful to be able to have jobs. We're grateful to be able to have tourists. But we are very disappointed that this delay has taken place. We look forward for the December opening of part of the terminal. And so the delay up until, April? So we're gearing now for April for that part. And we had a total 7-month delay. Of course, hoping for no further delays based on any other thing that could go wrong, and keeping our fingers crossed for no further June, not April. 7 months was mentioned for the total project. I didn't know if it was for the part. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything out of turn. Whatever Minister Tayat said, that is the date. But indeed, the project in itself is seeing a 7-month delay. We will continue to be more vigilant and have, I think it's monthly updates now have to be provided, so we're not waiting. And I think that was also mentioned, and we'll continue to monitor it. as much as possible and ensure that the visitors get the information prior to coming about the situation, and the company itself, the operating company, has to seek ways and means to alleviate the stress for those coming in terms of how that is handled, the transition from outside to inside, knowing that it is hot as well.
So in other words, back where we started, they are going to look into it and then look into it some more. Then they're going to create a committee that's going to make a report that is going to continue looking into what's supposed to be looked into. Anyway, what else is happening on St. Martin? I saw this commercial from CPS, and I thought it was the most hilarious commercial I've ever seen in St. Martin. First of all, this guy goes into a pharmacy, and he goes into the pharmacy because he has a cold, and he goes and asks for antibiotics. And of course, the pharmacist has to interact. And I've never seen such worst actors in my life. I'm gonna show you it. Free advertisement, no problem. But it was so hilarious, it had to end up on the late night show. Take a look.
Good day. Can I have a box of your best antibiotics?
Good day. Sure. Can I have your prescription?
Prescription? Do I really need a prescription?
Why do you need antibiotics, sir?
Well, you see, I have the flu, and my sister's friend's cousin had the same flu, and he told me to get antibiotics.
I'm sorry, but all antibiotics are only on prescription from a doctor.
Why is it so difficult to get antibiotics here?
That's a good question. Let me tell you.
Wait. You see, can I help you? No, you cannot. What kind of, somebody, please, like, basic, get some, those were the worst actors. Oh no, I gotta do it, hold on. Those were the worst actors in St. Martin history. Like,
When people overuse antibiotics or misuse them to treat viral infections like most colds and flu, bacteria can become a dangerous superbug.
A superbug? What exactly is a superbug?
Superbugs are bacteria which are resistant to most antibiotics, sometimes to all of them. They can cause untreatable infections. If we all don't stop overusing and misusing antibiotics, these dangerous superbugs will become common and there will be no treatment to many bacterial infections.
Boy, I'll make sure to tell my sister's friend's cousins about this superbug thing. Sounds pretty scary to me.
Yes, it is. Would you like to have some advice? I don't think you need all of them.
That would be great, thanks.
Collectively preventing antimicrobial resistance.
what are those? What is wrong with you guys? And the thing is, how do you put this out? How do you put this out in the public? Like, when I watched it, I have to watch it 5 times because I was dying the whole time. I was like, but this is real? Like, nothing in this is real. Do you need help with all of this? Antibiotics is bad for you. What? What's going on? Anyway. Yes, okay, the commercial. All right. All right. Back to serious business. Well, not really, because this is about MP Lucretia Heilige Martin, so there's nothing serious about it. In any case, 7 months later, the meeting dealing with the dismissal of Michelle Hyman from the Princess Juliana International Airport continued. So there was a continuation of a public meeting where the minister, Roger Lawrence at the time, had to come back to Parliament and answer some questions concerning the dismissal of Michelle Hyman, but this was before his court date. 7 months later, today, it was called, and they just had the meeting. Now, what was interesting about the meeting was that the reason for Michelle Hyman being fired was given by the judge that when MP Krisha Heyliger-Martin, when she was the chairperson of Parliament, requested Michelle Hyman to resend the documents that he leaked. Did you just hear what I said, right? Yes. So the first time he leaked it, he got a warning. But MP Krisha Heyliger-Martin wanted to make a point, so she asked Mr. Hyman to resend the documents. And Mr. Hyman resent them, and that's why he got fired. The highlights of today's meeting.
It makes it extremely difficult to understand. Yes, yes. So I don't have to, how would I ask for a clarification without explaining what I'm asking to be clarified?
I'm saying I have the same concern in terms of 7 months lapse.
I'm not finished with my...
But the clarification is
for
an answer provided.
I'm getting to it, Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
and if you allow me to finish, then you would see that I am asking it for it to be clarified. As I was saying, so we get these answers, and the minister has on numerous occasions in response to, but firstly, let me back up. We are expecting the slightly adjusted answers. Yet, in the minister's responses, I'm hearing these things have not been made available. They can be commented on, etc., etc. So I want to know from the minister if he can clarify, please, when he says this information has not been made available, am I to understand that the minister / the government has requested of, firstly, the holding company of the airport to provide information, and has the holding said, we cannot give the shareholder this information? That through you, Mr. Chair, regarding the Forensic Service Caribbean. It states that an independent review of the validity of the findings. I'm not sure. Is it possible through you, Mr. Chair, for the minister to provide me with what the review and the findings were? And was this forensic audit done after his dismissal, before his dismissal? Just to see clarity on it. And if it was after his dismissal, was it the findings of this they used to dismiss him? Just for clarification round. And if possible, I don't know if it's possible to share this document with us. And then the next clarification I have is regarding question 8 from MP Westcott Williams, the answer from that regarding what government think of its forgetting it. And what did government think of this forgetting of providing info, the oops moment? Here, the answer was somewhere along the lines of that you expressed disappointment and looking more into the matter. What actions or procedures have been put in place to improve the communication between holding and COM? And
Mr. Chairman, I took note of the answer from the minister in regards to the question about the court case that took place. And the minister in his response did say that that is one of the things, let's say, addressed in the court case. Mr. Chairman, there's a public meeting of Parliament, so we have people watching. Not everyone is going to read verdicts. The verdict is in Dutch, etc. Can the minister please clarify what role or what effect or what weight did the fact that the documents were leaked in accordance with what the judge is saying, what effect did that have in the judge's decision to dismiss or to approve the dismissal of Mr. Hyman? So what did the judge comment on the fact that these documents were, in his words, I believe, leaked to Parliament, breach of confidentiality? What weight and effect did that ultimately have in the dismissal of Mr. Hyman? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
What did the government think of the oops moment? As minister, speak for myself, I did not appreciate not knowing of the dismissal. The COM called the emergency meeting with the holding, and I made it clear at that time as Minister of VSA, my predecessor was still there, I stated my opinion on the matter, and I didn't appreciate how it was handled. That is me. MP Helager, can you provide more information on the forensic audit? As information given to me recently, the forensic audit resulted in confidential information that still cannot be shared as the nature of this investigation is still ongoing. Details on whistleblowing policy. The whistleblowing policy was instituted in 2019. It is where an employee or management has grievances. The HR then escalated to what is called as a whistleblower committee. There's a committee that was installed that allows you to take your grievances to them. Allow HR to send your grievances to that committee. What actions have been put in place regarding the communication with PGIA? Since my tenure as Minister of TIAC, we have recently agreed on quarterly meetings, and the whistleblowing policy in general, no, that was a mistake. So we have agreed in quarterly meetings to improve the communication line. MP Bryson, what did the judge comment on the fact that the document was leaked? What weight did this have on the decision? The court indicates that providing of the information to Parliament and to the Council of Ministers can be regarded as forbidden leaking information and is in violation of Article 9, Sub 1 of the Service Level Agreement and Article 14 of the regulations. Only after permission of a general shareholders meetings of PGIAE, this information can be provided. That permission from PGIAH is not available. The fact that the former director of the holding company stated that he has authorized Mr. Hyman to disseminate the information has not been followed by a shareholder resolution to that effect, and that is required. Mr. Hyman should have followed the service level agreement and regulations. That is the responsibility as director. The court has indicated that Mr. Hyman has leaked confidential information, obviously before, based on the document leaked in 2020, which he received warning for from the SBOD, and again in 2022, where in his own handwriting stated resubmitting of confidential information. Leaking of this information is forbidden. So therefore, Mr. Chairman, those are the clarifications.
All righty then. I guess that's why she didn't want to call the meeting when she was the worst chair of Parliament history, because at the same time, she would have looked bad. But now that the meeting was reconvened, you know, Omar already, Minister of Everything. Yeah, it was Risha. Thank you. That was it. All right. Welcome to the Late Night Show. We have a good one for you. Let's watch the commercial again one more time, please. One more time. Just one more time. Just one more time.
When people overuse antibiotics or misuse them to treat viral infections like most colds and flu, bacteria can become a dangerous superbug.
A superbug? What exactly is a superbug?
Superbugs are bacteria which are resistant to most antibiotics, sometimes to all of them. They can cause untreatable infections. If we all don't stop overusing and misusing antibiotics, these dangerous superbugs will become common and there will be no treatment to many bacterial infections.
Boy, I'll make sure to tell my sister's friends' cousins about this superbug thing. Sounds pretty scary to me.
Yes, it is. Would you like to have some advice? I don't think you need all of them.
That would be great, thanks.
Okay, all right, let's begin. Hilarious.
You know what we say, Martin, people like more than one good deal, two good deals. Auto Depot is back with the double D's for all your wheels this Black Friday. You hear that right? 2 times the Black Friday deals from November 25th to November 27th and December 2nd to December 4th at Auto Depot. Buy 1 tire, get 1 free. Buy 2 tires, get 2 free. Buy tires for your wife, mother, sister, father, brother, whoever else you want your sighting, and get more tires. Ain't no limit. Talking about free, why see here? Buy 1 seat cover and get a free LED headlight kit free. Car mat, free sunshade, and free steering wheel cover. Partner, that's $100 free. I free not myself for this sale. 25% off of rims, a set of 4 start at only $350. Them past due electric bills that we got to wait. I remember back in the day like January this year when I used to fill my gas tank with a small change in my pocket. When you change your service kit, you save gas and get your filters free. You best change your noisy clack clack clock clock parts 1 time and save 50%. So I'm gonna make it simple. Everything you see in the store got big discount. Paint, car audio, batteries, tint, and everything else. Auto Depot, Black Friday, 2 back-to-back weekends. You hear it from Bigfoot first.